Yo, two P's in the bong in the building. Again, it's your boy DP.
And minus KP, it's your boy Bong. Was happening.
What's up? What's up? Late, but on time.
He may not come when you want him, but he'll be there right on time.
if that's even possible, late but on time.
Absolutely.
Um, so anyway, man, not to be on here all night or all morning.
Right.
Um, Russell Wilson, man, um, finds a new home with the New York Giants. Were you surprised about that shit?
Uh um Slightly. I was slightly
Okay.
surprised because I wasn't expecting them to go that route. But with them signing Russell Wilson to a 1 year deal, $10 million with incentives can be up to 20 million, a little bit over 20 million. And then having Jameis Winston being signed to a 2 year deal.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, they also have the other kid, DeVito, that was already there. What the Giants are telling me is that they're, in my estimation, they're going after either Travis Hunter or
Mm.
Abdul Carter, and they don't care which way it falls, right?
Okay.
Because uh, I think Russell Wilson is just a bridge quarterback. They know that they're not going to be that great.
Mm-hmm.
And if we follow the Giants' history, they have this weird love affair with the Manning name, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they got Eli Manning. They loved his pedigree, um, and what he brought to the table. They went after Daniel Jones
Mm-hmm.
based on the cosign of the guy that trains, I think, or somebody that was attached to the Manning name, that was, like his quarterback coach, or I don't remember the guy's name, but somehow Daniel Jones was given the cosign by someone who's attached to the Mannings, so they
Mm-hmm.
came after Daniel Jones. So,
I'm wondering if you're going where I think you're going with this.
oh yeah, so I think they're gonna go to Texas and
Okay.
go after the next generation
Okay.
of of Manning. And what's the young man's name?
And do you think that he'll come out next after next year?
After next year, won't he
Or
be? Because you have to stay
'cause-
what, 3 years
yeah, but didn't he redshirt somewhere? I want to
out to
say
Arch. Thank you, Arch
yes,
Manning.
Arch Manning. But did he
Um,
did Oh, what up, engineer? Did he redshirt? Let me look. Hold on one second.
yeah, I'm not sure, but I
Okay, but
think
go on. I'll
but I think,
confirm
but
on
I,
you.
but I think the Giants are going to make a play for Arch Manning, and this year they're going to load the clip, and in the position that they're sitting in, I
Mhm.
don't think they can go wrong either way, right? If
Okay.
you go Abdul Carter, remember they just signed Brian Burns to a big contract. They have Kayvon Thibodeau on one side. You bring in Abdul Carter, Kayvon Thibodeau, Brian Burns,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
um and Abdul Carter. Or let's say you want to go, or Abdul Carter is gone, right? Let's say you want to go Travis Hunter now, and you decide you want to pair him. We still don't know how they're going to unleash him, or what they're going to do, or how he's going to be using the NFL. But
Mhm.
if you have an opportunity to pair a Travis Hunter with Malik Neighbors, and then
Yeah.
go get an Arch Manning,
Yeah.
like, ooh,
Now, well, do you think Hunter will be they'll allow him to play both sides with the
I wouldn't,
Giants?
I
Okay.
wouldn't, you know, but
So
if they,
so are you thinking that it's just going to be straight up wide receiver?
I was about
Cuz
to
you're
say,
saying pairing with neighbors.
if they if they decide to let him play both sides of the ball, then he'll probably primarily play defense, and they'll have packages for him on offense. But you're better off, I think, allowing him, if you have somebody as dynamic as Malik Neighbors on the other side,
Mhm.
allowing him to come out there with a Malik Neighbors and a premier quarterback and do his thing. But and I'm also certain that Deion Sanders is probably already told X amount of teams you're not touching Shador, and nothing's being said about it, and that's how you kind of know that some shit is bubbling under the surface. A
Mhm.
lot is not, nothing's being made of it, but the Raiders are at 6, right?
Mhm. Yep.
I don't know if Geno Smith's deal with them, because he didn't Geno didn't re-up and get more money or re-sign or get sign an extension, did he, when he got traded to the Raiders?
Um, you know what? I think he did.
Okay,
I think
okay.
he did. Let's confirm that also. And by the way, Arch Manning, um, he's listed as a freshman, but I think it's one of those deals where he's been out of school for 2 years.
Uh-huh.
So he was with Texas in 2023, 2024. But last year was his freshman year. You know how they allow freshmen to play like 3 games or something like that, and if you
Right.
stop, I think that may have been the deal with him. He just didn't get enough games in to be considered a full year of eligibility going away. So if that's the case, it doesn't mean that you have to play 3 years, right? I think you just have to be removed from
High
high
school.
school for 3. So I mean, he could sounds to me like he could go after this upcoming season.
Yep, 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 yep.
So I mean, if he's ready, you'll have to see just how much progress he's made for Texas. But
Absolutely.
if they're in that playoff and vying for a national championship, you know, he
Hey,
may throw his
plus
hat in the draft.
plus he checks. Here's the thing with the Giants. We know the Giants are, go ahead. I think you want to, were you about
No,
to
I
say
was
something?
just no, I was just saying. A couple people hopped in. Well, Mister SC Bread Gullah accent. We ain't seen him in a while, so shout out to him. He just hopped in the
Yes,
chat.
indeed.
So
Yes, indeed.
welcome,
Salute,
welcome
salute.
back,
But
welcome back.
but um if we know the Giants are one of those blue blood franchises, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're one of those, um, old. They got that old money,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So they want to do things a certain way. Arch Manning checks all the boxes without them having to go and get Michael Vick or
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? They don't have to go get a black quarterback. Arch Manning is a dual threat quarterback. He
Mm-hmm.
got hella wheels. You know what I'm saying? He can spin the ball, and he's a Manning. So it's like old money. We like old money. Shit. What is what's the patriarch of the family? Is it Archie Manning? Is that the
Um.
dad, Peyton and them dad?
Yeah. Yeah. Which
Archie Manning probably gonna
he's
have his, his
named
his
after
hands
him.
in it. Yeah, he's gonna have his hand in the pot to
Mm-hmm.
tell y'all, you know what I'm saying, who my grandson or great nephew is gonna be signed to and who he's not gonna be signed to. But
Mm-hmm.
again, I think quietly there's nothing being said about Shador Sanders to the Raiders, and
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's the sleeper pick of the draft. Shador to the Raiders at 6,
Yeah, you've been
under
saying that.
the tutelage of Tom Brady. Tom Brady.
I
Tom
mean,
Brady, who has been he has trained with him. So remember, Dion's back with Nike now.
mhm,
Salute to him, and they've been dropping a lot of the old school uh,
the
turf,
the kicks and all that.
diamond turf
Yeah.
shit. Before he got back on with Nike, before they fixed and mended that relationship, Dion was with Under Armour. So
Mhm.
that's the connection. Deion Sanders and Tom Brady created a connection by both being Under Armour athletes.
Mhm.
And during that time, this is back when Shador was in high school. Shador was training under Tom Brady. There's a
Okay.
connection there. It's not like a happenstance or by chance.
Mhm.
I really
Mhm.
believe that the Raiders are going to select Shador Sanders, and that Geno Smith is a bridge quarterback. Now, did you find out if he signed an extension with the
Well,
Raiders?
and before I I say that you are saying that because they have drafted, or not drafted, but because they now have Russell Wilson. Because if they didn't, do you think that the Giants would have gone after him?
Uh,
That they
I'm
would
not
have drafted Shador Sanders?
again. I think behind closed doors, Deion Sanders is playing maestro. Like he's controlling. He's Geppetto, right? I'm controlling all the strings.
Mm-hmm.
Dion probably knows where Shador is going. He didn't work out the combine. Did he even have a pro day?
Yeah, and we were talking about that too. Well, he did have a pro day, I believe. I believe they had. I didn't hear anything about it though.
Right. Exactly.
So, but they were supposed to be having the pro day because he said that's where he would throw to his guys. Remember, he was like, he'll
And make
throw
no
to the Colorado receivers to
and
try to
make
get them some pub, which is commendable.
and make no doubt about it, they are he had a great group of receivers over at Colorado. So, you know, he should like you said, I didn't hear too much about it, but um yeah, man, it's if there's going to be a surprise or what seems to be a surprise because nobody wants to. That's what makes it crazy is that a
Hmm.
lot of people aren't even talking about the possibility of Shador to the Raiders or the connection between Shador Sanders and Tom Brady. Like those are obvious,
Hmm. Hmm.
obvious connections right there. And I think that uh, the Raiders probably went after Geno Smith as a bridge quarterback, somebody
Hmm.
that can
Hmm.
Shador could probably sit behind for a couple of years
Yeah,
while they build the roster and they
and
could suck and continue to go back to the draft, go back to the wishing well and
hmm
and, and solidify the roster with early first round picks.
and to answer your question, I don't think that they actually signed him to a an extension yet. So I think they made the trade, right? And he, didn't have much time left on this deal with Seattle. So I don't think he's come to an agreement with the Raiders yet
Okay.
on a long-term deal.
Okay.
So that would lend to another, you know, indication that a pick of Shador Sanders will be right in line with what they want to do. No long term deal with Geno Smith. He plays this year out. You know, Shador learns under him. If he doesn't take over halfway through the season,
Right.
he takes
Right.
over next season. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
what you're saying makes sense.
Hmm.
It definitely makes sense, and it makes more sense now that Russell Wilson is with the Giants because I was saying, that I thought it was a possibility that if he were to go to one of those teams, that it would be the Giants. Talking about Shador, I
Oh
didn't.
yeah.
We all agreed last time we spoke that it wouldn't be Cleveland.
No.
Um, but yeah, I think it could have been Tennessee. Um, and it wasn't going to be Cleveland, and it could have been the Giants. So
Yeah.
Giants
And,
are out of there.
and
It leaves Tennessee. Who does Tennessee take at number one?
it's not going to be Shador. It may be Cam Ward. They need to make a splash at quarterback, and Cam Ward doesn't really have any um, preferred destination that he's spoken on. He doesn't
Hmm.
have the cachet. He doesn't come in with with the name that Shador Sanders has, having a father who played in the NFL and
Right.
apparently who Asante Samuels believes he's better than. But
What is up? What's up with that?
that's
It
neither
was
here
the
nor
T step versus the release. Like what is going
there.
on? Like
Asante just started feeling himself like I get it, man. And you know what? I'm not even mad at Asante Samuels. I'm not even trying to switch gears, but I'm not mad at Asante Samuels. the competitor in him, you
Mhm.
should always, and kids could learn a lesson from listening to that. Like, hey, listen, man, you should always view yourself in high regard.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah, yeah,
he
yeah.
believes to the utmost that, you know, that Dion was living off of, it was almost like a mystique. It was, you know what I'm saying, the ghost of Dion. But
Mm,
Dion Sanders is similar to Michael Jordan in that what they did for the game that they played was bigger than, like, it was bigger than just football, right? Deion Sanders, I remember Deion Sanders. He was the flash. He had the style. He had the swag. I remember when he came to when he was with the 49ers, he would wear the they had like the little tennis hats that got the hole in the middle. He would wear
mhm.
that motherfucker upside down. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just, he was the first one that pimped out the little golf cart. He swooping in that. Like,
Yeah.
it was
And it
cultural.
and then who has come after him and been like that?
Who would you
I'm talking
say?
about personality and all of that stuff. I
Oh, you
don't
think
know.
it's, yeah. That could
I'm
emulate
saying
what
cornerback,
Dion does?
cornerback.
Oh,
I'm
no,
saying a
nobody.
cornerback
Nobody. No.
because that's what the discussion is like
Yeah,
who was the
nobody,
greatest
nobody,
cornerback.
nobody, nobody at that level. There have been few that tried, but cornerback is one of those positions that it's confidence. I was thinking Ocho Cinco, but he's saying
Yeah,
cornerbacks.
that's why I'm
He's
specifying.
saying
And
cornerbacks,
even
but
even I don't know if you saw him and Shannon Sharp in their discussion about it. Um, you know, Ocho Cinco played against Samuel. I think maybe Deion Sanders late before he retired.
mm,
Did he
if
when he
he
was with
was,
the
that was when he
Ravens
was with the
years? The
Ravens. Yeah,
Ravens?
number
Maybe?
30, was it 37? What number was he
Yeah,
rocking
it
with
was
the Ravens?
was it
37 or
37
something?
or it
Or
was 37,
39 or some shit.
something
It was
like
a
that.
30 something number. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But then, they threw Shannon Sharp threw another guy out there, and that was, Revis.
Pac-Man. Ooh, Pac-Man had too many issues.
Yeah, Pac-Man was nice
He had
too.
too many issues. He couldn't
Pac-Man was
stay on the
nice
field.
too, though. Yeah.
He was nice, but he couldn't stay on the field. Staying in them strip clubs did him in.
But see, I'm wondering if you take a poll of all of the, cornerbacks, I think most of them are gonna say Deion Sanders.
Yeah, and then Darrell Revis. I know Richard Sherman always likes to throw his hat in the conversation, but the kind of defense they played with Seattle, it was it
Yeah.
gave him a lot of help. He didn't travel a lot. He just played aside. Like, I mean, there was,
And don't
there's
don't you dare try him with a sorry receiver
like
named
Crabtree.
like Crabtree, you know?
Hey,
Oh, man.
to go back to what engineer said earlier. Uh, Las Vegas probably makes sense for the Sanders brand. I believe so.
Mhm.
And we saw Shador, but rubbing elbows with the Raiders owner at what event was that? I
I
can't. I
don't know.
think it was like the Las Vegas Aces or something. It was something going on in Vegas, and I think ah,
Ooh,
nah,
Jalen
not nah, nah,
Ramsey.
nah, 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 nah.
He's he's another one though. He nice. Injuries just have kinda, um, been a bump in the road for
Jalen
him, but
Jalen Ramsey was always overrated to me, but that's neither here nor there.
okay.
We saw Shador Sanders.
They throwing out some good ones though. Some
They
that
we
make
saw
you make you
Shador
think about some shit.
we
Go
saw
ahead.
Shador Sanders hobnobbing with the Raiders owner at, I think it was a Las Vegas Aces event
Mm,
uh, in
okay.
Vegas, and this was probably like late last year, and you could start connecting the dots there. But I think he was also at, I think the Giants came to the Colorado facility, or either Dion and Shador went to the Giants facility. But I think Dion was probably lining the Giants up with Travis Hunter,
Mm,
because when you talk about the Sanders brand, it's Vegas. New York is also would also be considered a Sanders brand,
mhm.
but you know what I'm saying. I think New York might be a little, the weather's not as good. They play outdoors.
Yeah.
Um, uh, Vegas is it's a new up and coming hot spot, indoor, new facility. You know what I'm saying? He's on the West Coast.
Mhm.
It's a destination city, so you will
Oh,
always
yeah, it's
have a
gonna
packed arena. You know what I'm
yep.
saying? So I mean, Vegas just makes too much sense. I said the shit a year ago. I thought it was going to be Dion and Shador, but you know, Shador for sure.
Okay.
Um,
Man, and when you said, what, K oh, he's got engineer. Add in the bongs list. So we got KD, Draymond, Jalen Ramsey. The club is growing.
hey, yeah,
The
man,
must
shit.
the kick bongs dog club. Um, yo, man, real quick, sidebar. When you said something about neighbors, and I was wondering if Travis Hunter would have, if you thought that they'd have Travis Hunter play both sides, or if they would just have him focus on being a receiver.
Yeah.
So it made me think, man, who is like wide receiver you now? Who would you say wide receiver you is?
Wow,
Because
that is. Hold on, because we had a few that came out of. Is it LSU
yeah,
or
I'm saying if we're talking about neighbors, he's another one
yeah?
who
So
came who came out
he
of
came out of LSU.
LSU. Yeah.
So who do they have that's coming out this year? Do they have somebody prominent that's coming out this
Ooh, I
year?
don't know if LSU has
Ohio State. Yeah, Ohio State has some.
Ohio State. You know what? So, just off of a real quick search, I was looking while you were talking, Bong. There's a cool article on Sports Illustrated, and the researchers behind it, Reed Foster and Gary Gramling, and they have like a point system for grading who would be wide receiver you, and the way their system breaks down is draft position. So top 10 gives you 4 points. Round one, but not top 10, gives you 3 points. If you're drafted in the second and third round, you get 2 points. Rounds 4 through 7, 1 point. Undrafted, zero. And then as far as games started, so if they started 80 plus games, 5 points. 48 to 79, 4 points. 16 to 47, 3 points. 5 to 15, 2 points. 1 to 4, 1 point. And then they go on. The last category is NFL awards. Offensive player of the year, 4 points. First team all pro, 3 points. Offensive rookie of the year, 2 points. And would you guess who they have in based on that point system? Who's number one
As far as teams,
as far as colleges, universities,
it's
wide
probably
receiver? You,
Is it LSU?
it is not LSU.
Who is it?
Clemson with
Wow,
54.
wow.
LSU is third. You want to take a guess at who's second?
Don't say Ohio State.
It's Ohio State.
Wow.
It's Ohio State.
Ohio State got some dogs now.
Yeah,
Hey,
Alabama and then Georgia round off the top five.
and the funny thing, engineer said that is Lacey from LSU. That he got caught up
Yes.
with the with some, wasn't it like a shooting or something crazy that his name got mixed up in, um that that makes him a potential to be a Cowboys either late round or undrafted free agent.
Oh shit.
Like who they take a flyer on that one year, that because they got in trouble with some off the field stuff. It was a lineman. Gosh, I can't remember. Cowboys is the kings of trying to find a little a bargain in the basement. It was so
Hey,
funny. They were talking about the UFL, and I guess
uh-huh.
the UFL is a spring football league or whatever. And they I guess sometime this week somebody had a 77-yard run. They said it was the longest in UFL history, and they said,
Mm.
"Congratulations, you're a Cowboy."
Oh shit! I forgot the UFL started, man. I would have checked it out. I would have peeped it out, man.
Yeah,
Um, uh,
there it is.
rece
Negligent homicide, felony hit and run. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, oof.
yeah, yeah. So he's still fighting. He's still fighting a legal battle,
Man,
but
made that person rest in peace on some real stuff, man. That's
absolutely,
crazy.
absolutely, yeah,
That's
man.
more important. That's crazy.
But you know how
Um,
that goes, man. It's these dudes is young, and especially now with the money that they can get legitimately above the table,
I
they're
was gonna
already
say,
getting
how
it.
does that go? Because we got a Las Vegas Raider who,
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, you got to think they're young, dumb, and full of cash, right? And they're making bad decisions. It was funny after Jamar Chase signed his deal. I saw a video come out of him. I think he had just bought a new Lamborghini to celebrate signing his deal. Him and T Higgins
mhm.
are racing. I think they must have been in Miami or something, but they're like flying on the freeway. Somebody's
Yeah, that
recording,
kind of
and I'm
shit.
like, "Come on, man! Like, this is not the
Yeah,
time
that kind of
to be
shit,
doing that
man.
silly shit." But they just young, dumb, with a bunch of money, man.
Yeah, but I mean, you should
Flush
look
with cash.
it, and I mean, okay, you could be young, and I get that, and you have a recent example, like I said, in a Las Vegas Raider, Henry Ruggs, with his situation. If you start making the wrong decisions, you know,
They're gonna walk you
you
down that
can be,
wrong road
you can get, yeah, you can lose it all. You know
quick.
what I'm saying? So, but receiver wise, oh, look at it. T. Higgins should be buying a Prius with his contract. Um, man,
He got paid
yeah,
though,
I'm about
man.
to
He got
say, like,
paid.
yeah.
Yeah, damn.
uh,
Yeah, he
hey,
got paid.
but Bong, receiver wise, so I've been looking at a few guys at the receiver position, and yeah, I was hearing some reports about some people not being so high on your boy Ted McMillan.
Oh man, I can bet money right now. I can bet you money right now because he's linked to the Cowboys. He is not going to make it to 12. He's
Okay,
going in the top 10. Tet is going in the top 10. I can guarantee it.
you you
I
know
can
who
guarantee it.
I was looking at though, as far as like possibilities, because I know he's not the number one guy, but I don't know if you've seen Trey Harris out of Ole Miss.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I kind of think that would be a good fit, man. Um, I don't know. He's just I was looking around at a few of them, and he was just one of the ones I was like, damn, if he slips, may not
Yeah,
even go first round. I don't know. Late first, high to middle second, I think.
man.
It just all depends on how the draft shakes up. But like, I think a dude like him could definitely help the squad. But I don't know, man. Where do you think the Cowboys are gonna go with the first pick?
Your guess is as good as mine, man. I think it's especially because they decided to punt basically on the free agent market um,
Yeah.
at receiver. They need to get a receiver in the first round,
Hmm.
even if it's not Tet, right? If it's not Tet and Genty's gone, Tet's gone, you need to trade back, right, to acquire maybe another pick,
Hmm.
and you can go get Golden. Um, what's the gentleman from Texas who I don't want to butcher his name? Um, starts with an EB, but sound like
Ibuka,
yeah, yeah,
Emeka Ibuka from
absolutely, yeah, yeah.
Ohio State.
Texas. Or he's from Ohio State? I thought he was from Texas.
No, he's Ohio State.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, so what I'm saying, like you got options. You don't need to go number 12 if Tet's gone.
Hmm.
But if you expect to roll CD Lamb whatever the fuck else you have in house.
It sounds like ain't no other moves been made, brother. it
Like
the only other place that it could be addressed is the draft because all of the, you know, I guess top tier free agents that you would go after, who's left? They've all signed. Diggs was the last one.
I think no, I think Keenan Allen. I mean, for whatever he's
Is
worth,
Keenan Allen
he's out
had
there.
only had a 1 year deal with
He got released
oh,
by the
I
Chargers.
didn't know. I'm tripping. No, the
So,
Bears.
but I mean, excuse me. I'm sorry. I didn't put the man back in his old job.
Back and said he might
Yeah,
be trying to go back now. Shit.
right. But Keenan Allen got he got let go or released or not re-signed by the Chicago Bears. I don't know what
Okay.
the reasoning behind it was, but he's available. I think. Then there's Amari Cooper, who the Cowboys should bring back, but their pride
Mm,
is going to tell them not
and
to. And then
Amari Cooper is probably like, fuck that shit.
once you get past Keenan Allen and Amari Cooper, you get the drop off to my man that was with Philly. I mean, that was with Pittsburgh, and then went to Baltimore, the receiver, and Baltimore released him after a couple
Pittsburgh
of
and went to
weeks.
Baltimore.
Yeah,
Who
I
the
can
fuck
see
is that?
his jersey now. Deontay Johnson. So
Oh, yeah.
Deontay Johnson, Tyler Lockett, and then it really falls off even more. So it
All right,
sounds like
Mr. SC Bread, Gullah accent said, do y'all know what? You didn't give me a chance to say Clemson with Higgins, Hopkins, Justin Ross, and others. So yeah. Um, yeah, that was in response to the wide receiver
yeah.
discussion. And Justin Ross, did he get injured? Because I know that people were expecting him to like really get busy, and I don't think he's really
Lived up to it.
right. Um,
Yeah. So I mean, with the Cowboys bringing Deontay Johnson on a prove it deal as someone who's trying to re regain momentum behind his name, I think they should. I think Deontay Johnson is a good player. He was a 1,000-yard receiver
man,
with
you Bob,
what?
the way that they handle stuff has you just accepting it. Fuck
Uh,
that. Let's look
yeah.
at the draft. Let's get some young talent in there. No.
It's what
let's
makes it
let's gamble. Fuck it. Use that first pick on a receiver, and
but
then just go fill in the gaps afterwards.
what
Or
makes it
running
tricky
back.
what makes it
Running
tricky
backs are
is
deep
that
though in this draft.
what makes it what makes it tricky is that the Cowboys have so many holes. They
I
still
know.
need a D tackle. Mozzie Smith is probably a year or two away. They say it takes time for D tackles to kind of learn the game and differentiate um, college from the pros. But Mozzie Smith has made improvements, so we salute that. But he's not there yet. Um,
Okay.
they still need a running back, a real live running back. You know,
There's
um,
options though in this
there's
draft.
there's
Even
plenty
if
out.
you
There's
don't go
plenty.
first round,
That's true.
you know what I'm saying? There's
That's
options. So
true.
I think you could address
They,
maybe like receiver.
yeah,
You know,
they need a receiver. They
they
need a
haven't done
wide
that in
receiver.
a long time.
And then you also need a left tackle, right? Um, they got Guyton playing left tackle right now. I think they drafted him first round last
Mhm.
year, but he hasn't really panned out. He's not the plug and play that they thought he would be. Um, as a first round pick. They Cowboys got real cocky with how good their first round picks are, and Tyler Guyton hasn't been hasn't lived up to the billing. So he may have had a decent rookie season under most circumstances, but the
Mhm.
way the Cowboys puff their fucking chest out about how they nailed the draft.
Right.
That, that motherfucker was a bust.
Oh man. Man, oh
Hey,
man.
engineer said we. I don't want Deion.
Yeah. Hey, engineer. That's what I was saying. Like, cut the shit. Yeah, Bong, you sound like you've been kicking it with motherfucking Jerry Jones or something, man.
Hey,
Stephen
listen, man.
Jones, like them
Hey,
motherfuckers convincing you.
hey, listen, man. Hurt people, man. I'm just at
And
this
no,
point, man. I'm just
no, look,
asking.
look, look, no shot at him, no shot at him. I'm just saying, like, man,
At,
just break the mold of what they've been doing. Like, do something different, man.
I'm in
It's
the. Hey,
literally, it
I'm in
is
the.
insane.
I'm in it. I'm in an abusive relationship,
TJ.
and all I ask is just don't punch me in the face.
Hey,
I gotta
this
step
nigga,
outside sometimes.
this nigga,
do the shit. Do the shit that you can hide, like rib shots or.
this nigga. Hey, folks, I do not condone domestic violence. Why this nigga Bong is on here
I'm
going
saying.
nuts?
I'm saying that's the equivalent of me saying like, "Hey man, at least give me Deontay Johnson." At this point, man,
Hey, that's
it's
what I'm saying though. Like, as far as that goes, I'm like, yo, what you do not like. Listen to yourself. Somebody need to hold you in front of a mirror by the back of your t-shirt. Like, look at
so.
yourself. Hey, Joe Clark has got you by the collar. You smoke crack, don't you? Like,
or should I say Marvin Sapp has got me by the collar talking about put the chains on the
put the
door.
chains on the doors. Close the doors.
Close the doors.
Hey, hey, who he had? Hold on from hold on from Game of Thrones. Hold the door. Like, get him over there. Ain't
Oh,
nobody getting
shit.
out. I
He
need
said ain't
1,000 of
nobody
you
getting
to give me $20.
this nigga told the ushers to
Oh, close the
hey,
doors. Close the door.
oh shit. Hey, listen, if I'm in a church and a motherfucker say close the doors, I'm getting out. Like, hey man, excuse me.
Oh, hey, what the fuck is that all about? Like, what are we doing?
Oh man, I gotta go, man. Excuse me, man. Let me get out of here before you close them doors.
Oh, take your cell phone out and scan it on the barcode.
my
We take
man
Google
say,
Pay, Apple Pay. Get up here.
my man say everybody can go give me a dub. It's the
That's
least you can do.
that's wild.
That's wild as hell. But that's what my relationship with the Cowboys, right? At this point, I'm like,
He said,
please.
hey, he said, brother pointed at the doors with his Rolex glistening. hey, 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 off the church windows, the light hit the right way, and he's like, close the door.
Hey, like Shador.
Oh shit, yeah.
He,
Oh man, close Shador. Oh man. Oh shit.
bro,
Oh
that shit is crucial. Oh
yeah.
my gosh, bro. He said with the Rolex glisten.
Oh man. Oh
Yo, oh man, I'm so weak right now. I'm weak as
yeah.
hell.
That was crazy though. That was crazy.
Oh, fuck, fuck,
Oh
fuck.
man. So man, but back to the Russell Wilson thing. I do have one question to ask. Do you think it's gonna work for the Giants with
No,
Russell Wilson? Oh,
no.
so you like no? Okay.
Russell Wilson's past his prime. He wants to cash another check for a year. He's like, hey man, you want me
Mm.
for I got some cachet. I won a Super Bowl. I've been to two. Um, I can still throw the ball, and I stand on the fact that I plan on being around until I'm 40 years old because I'm
Mm.
healthy. I take care of my body. But Russell Wilson is literally it's a check grab. He's like, listen, like he's past the point where he's like chasing a contender. He's like, the Giants are willing to pay me fuck, it's cold in New York, but my wife does
Mhm.
music, she does fashion, a bunch of other stuff. We can make it work. Get an
Mhm.
apartment.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? We down here for the next 9 months, and after it's over, I'll be finding my next spot.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
So he
You
on a 1 year deal tour?
yeah, I mean, until he can land with somebody that's willing to, he's trying to have that next great season so that he can land with somebody on a multi-year deal,
And
similar to Sam Darnold.
Jameis Winston was there like, "Yes," and then he was like,
Hey,
"No."
hey, listen, Jameis is the greatest backup quarterback. Like,
Yeah,
because
that's
because when he come in, hey, the trick bag Jameis got. I still want to see the ESPN 30 for 30 on Jameis Winston's 30 for 30.
mm, mm,
My
mm.
boy had 30 touchdowns and 30 picks.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
in the fuck?
That's gunslinging.
Hey, I
Like,
remember that year. Fantasy football always helps me remember the year. I remember that year. Jameis was going crazy as a fantasy football quarterback because you can live with the picks. The picks take, some leagues they
like
take
a
away
point.
picks. Some leagues they don't take away anything. But boy, he was giving you 500,
Mhm.
5 touchdowns, 3 picks. That shit tracks, bro. That shit tracks like a motherfucker. But
Fantasy Football Hall of Fame.
yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey, so one thing that's been kinda going under the radar since we're talking about QBs though is, the Jets situation and having Justin Fields over there. Do you think Justin Fields is gonna work out?
I hope so. What Kodak
Okay.
Black say? I hope so. we we really don't know. They've instilled the confidence in him. They say, "Hey, he's our guy. We believe
Mhm.
in Justin Fields." Um, he's already been tabbed as the starter. I don't know if there was any real discussion about that because why the fuck would he be the starter? But um,
Yeah, unless they would have pulled something else, like brought in another vet or somebody like which no. If they would have brought Russell Wilson over there too,
yeah,
like, hey, we saw how it worked out in Pittsburgh. You guys did okay. We want both of you over
yeah,
here. That would have
absolutely,
been some bullshit.
yeah, no, for sure.
Nah, but yeah, he should be the starter. And
And
hopefully they play to his talents, man. I mean, I think he can be effective, you know.
I hope and believe they do.
Yeah. So, hey, you tell me. You tell me.
Only in 2025, man.
Oh shit.
Gracious.
Oh, engineer, that shit was
2025,
funny as
man.
fuck. Oh
Um,
man.
nah, so I mean, we'll see, man. We'll see. I have no faith
Oh
in
yeah,
Russell
Winfro. Hey, um, SC Bred Gullah accent. Are you a Clemson fan?
because he know the history.
Yeah, he is hitting you with it.
Yeah, like
He
like
he got
Kanye
a
say,
few more receivers.
you ain't got the answers, Sway. You ain't
Hey,
got you ain't got the answers, Sway.
hey, but you know what? What he's doing now basically explains why they had all the points based on that point system. Why they are number one. So
Got it.
okay.
I mean,
Oh, and he said, yeah, he is a Clemson fan. So okay.
there you go, man. We learn something new every day. So, sheesh.
Yeah.
No
Well,
Clemson, no Clemson slander. Uh,
when SC Bred Gullah accent is in the building, no Clemson slander around here.
all
Well,
right.
shit, man. I know we weren't making this too long, so we're gonna probably try to get on again during the week with see if we can get KP in the mix. We were just scheduling didn't work out. We kind of moved a little too late today to get all three of us in full effect on here, but we shall be back. Um,
Hey,
I don't even want to. You
you
want
know,
to get
Lakers.
into that?
No, I'm
Keep
not gonna.
that brim flipped up.
Hey, I'm not gonna get into it. I already told y'all in the past that the Lakers have one specific way that they can win. It's one specific way that they can win. They have to outscore everybody. They have to be damn near perfect, and they have to get a combination of 100 points from Luca, LeBron, Rui, and AR. That's the
That's
blueprint.
eh.
And when they first came, when Luca first came, I know we're signing out. When Luca first came,
When a
those first
motherfucker
couple games,
says I'm not gonna get into it and then gets into it.
when they were winning them first couple of games, what you were seeing was Luca was giving you 30 plus, Braun was giving you 30 plus,
Mm-hmm.
Rui Hachimura and Austin Reeves were both giving you damn near 20, if not more. So that's the formula. That's the blueprint.
Austin Reeves, I give you. I think he can consistently do it.
And Rui
Rui,
can't too. Rui is
I
basically
I gotta see.
but Rui is basically playing like some kind of 4-3-4-5 type shit, where he has to go down there and
Right.
amongst the trees and get putbacks and all this other stuff. So
They
he
they
gets his
haven't
in a
figured out
multitude of ways.
they haven't figured out which centers they're gonna carry. They still have Alex Lynn on the roster. He's taking up a spot. Are they even gonna take him into the playoffs? Because they got the two young kids. Uh, I'm calling them kids, but the two young guys
Mhm.
that are vying for that center spot. I can't think of their names right now, but I know there's two of them. And then you got Lynn, right? And then you got what's his name coming from Dallas, who came over in the trade. Oh,
Who?
um, he's like a stretch four. Um, let me look it up real quick before we get out of here because
Yeah, no, for
that's
sure.
gonna bother me.
It's gonna irk
Yeah,
you for the rest.
but I know um he was injured. So um Max Kleber.
Okay.
Max Kleber. Yeah. And I mean, so he's another guy. Like somebody gotta sit their ass down. Uh Trey Jemison is one of the centers I was talking about who's and I think they favor him over the other guy. But man, I mean, yeah, Coloco. So you got Coloco, Christian Coloco, and then Trey Jemison. Which one are you going to keep? And then are you taking Alex Lynn into the playoffs with you? Like, I don't know.
Did they waive him anyway? Let me
Lynn,
stop.
he's still there, as far as I know. So
Man, the
yeah,
more and more I think about how things are playing out, the more and more.
I'd be talking every day if my team got Luca for two half-eaten pastrami sandwiches and and a quarter full bottle of Gatorade. Did Michael Jordan sip the or three-fourths quarter full bottle of Gatorade? So
I,
uh yeah,
you know,
I mean,
but I
it
mean,
is what it is.
we will see. We will see. I have no confidence in um, them to.
The Lakers, you saying you have no confidence in your squad to do what?
No, no, no. I have no confidence in my squad to get outside the box to try and figure it out. They
Are
have
we
no big
talking about
man.
the Lakers or Dallas right now?
Uh,
Both.
both, but I'm talking about the Lakers. Big man situation is a problem, and what I was about to say earlier before you started talking was never did I think I would wish that the trade that sent
Anthony
the
Davis.
rookie, no, the rookie that got rescinded,
Oh, Connect.
Connect, the trade that sent Connect out
Mm-hmm.
would have went through because we really needed that guy that went back because we lack a 7-footer. We lack a big man, and that was gonna at least create something, somebody in that position that could at least, just
Mhm.
be a solid big man, a solid
Yeah.
five. But
Yeah,
it is what it is.
yeah, no, 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 and because he went back, um, and it's Mark Williams you're talking about, he went back and he's been balling with, the Hornets, but they're going nowhere fast, so
Nowhere.
it doesn't even really matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter. Um, but all right, man, shit, uh-oh, Sammy Watkins, let's not forget about Sammy Watkins.
Sammy was that guy coming out of Clemson.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
you know, fizzled out in the NFL. I think he may have
Hey,
won a Super Bowl with that Kansas City team.
hey,
Did he?
g
Did he win a Super Bowl with Kansas City?
um
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah, I
I
think
don't know, but Gullah Action is popping up with the names like the message and don't be a minute message.
right. Message.
Like turn the corner, it's another name like Clemson
Hey,
got him.
I think Sammy Watkins won a Super Bowl with that Kansas City team. I can't remember which one, but he won a Super Bowl with Mahomes and in Kansas City, if I'm not mistaken. He played decent role one year.
He did. He
Yeah,
did.
yeah. My guy Sammy Watkins got to walk off into the sunset with a Super Bowl ring. So
Mhm.
shout out to him. You did.
Yeah, it
Uh,
was Kansas City over the 49ers.
there we go. So we are officially signing out.
Yep, tell them what you
Hey,
need him to do.
need
Ooh,
y'all to like, share, and subscribe.
subscribe.
The Holy Trinity.
Please do so. Please
Indeed
do so.
and
We
indeed.
we shall be back.
We gotta go.
All
Gotta go.
right, y'all. We out.